Turtle. Biaruku. Leaping frog. What the fuck is it? Leaping frog for? Range. Oh, Weißblock, Rainbow Trout. Protection. Shroud. Oh, ich brauche die P-Charge 3. Ich kriege P-Charge 3 hier. Ich brauche bitte. Komm bitte, Burger. Da gibt man Geld. Ich wollte hier noch irgendwas. Ah ja, Katze füttern. Burn. Nice. Da. Look. You have a keen eye, Margaret. Forgive me if I'm being out of line, but you truly are wasted on your husband. Oh, Slipkite, you always have such a way for it. It's the man we were told about him. Sure enough, he's with the Vice Commissioner's wife. So this is Clyde, is it? He doesn't look like any host I've ever met before. We should grab a seat nearby so we don't call any attention to ourselves. There's a chance we manage to find something out. Understood. Let's split up and sit at different tables then. Oh yes, I looked over the pamphlet from before, and after seeing those photos, well, I just about fell in love on the spot. Did you know? Perhaps the two of us could go and visit sometime then? If you'd like, I could even arrange it for a room at the hotel. Oh no, there's no need for that. I've already gone, the view was just magnificent, not a single thing to complain about. It's wonderful. And I certainly simplifies things too, now we can move the plans forward to a bit end. They do seem comfortable around each other. It sounds like they're planning a trip to Michelin together. Still, something seems off. To start, the guy's being way too much of a kiss-ass. We still don't have any decisive evidence yet, though. Let's keep listening in then. Well now, with that out of the way, I'll just be excusing myself. Of course. Oh, and I'll see you again at the club. At Neue Blanc Entertainment District, yes. You can expect me there, ma'am. I wouldn't want to keep you from what you've been dreaming of any longer than necessary. I can hardly wait. Guess the date is over. What should we do, Lloyd? We have yet to find anything concrete. Let's keep tailing them. Randy, wait and I will go up to Clyde. ATO Noel, give free for Margaret. Make sure you don't get spotted no matter what. Understood. Let's blow this joint. Things are heating up nicely. Sorry to keep you waiting, Clyde. Our part will be discussed. Ah yes, thank you very much, sir. So how did things go? Very well, actually. She's been quite enthusiastic about the idea. We'll be closing the deal later at Neue Blanc. That's good to hear. Well, it's almost time for the next cruise ship to leave. I'll head back to Michelin and make sure everything's in order. It's all up to you now, Clyde. Secure his contract and it'll rocket you straight into the top of the firm. I won't let you down, sir. Okay, Clyde, you've got this. There he goes, the guy sure is fired up. And from the sound of it, he's meeting up with the Vice Commissioner's wife at Neue Blanc. That should be two now, no need to keep telling him now that we've got what we need, right? Yeah, let's contact Ali and the others, we should regroup at Police HQ for now. I think we have just enough to nail down who this Clyde person really is. After I slightly contacted Ali and the others who had started showing the Vice Commissioner's wife. They decided to meet at the police department to relay the information to the Vice Commissioner. Well, how did the investigation go? Has my wife been having an affair with a host or what? Please calm down, Vice Commissioner. Ellie, what happened when you trailed Miss Margaret? Well, we watched her as closely as we could, but we didn't notice anything out of out of the ordinary. She eventually went back home to the residential district. She didn't even meet anyone else on the way. However, she does plan to meet this Clyde person not long later. What? What does he think he's doing, taking my wife to a seedy place like that? Oh, that's the last straw. Assemble an entire SWAT team and storm Noir Blanc. I told you to calm down, Vice Commissioner. Last thing you want to do is send armed officers there, you know, considering who owns the place. Well, what am I supposed to do then? For every second we waste, that host gets closer to sinking his literal strength into my Margaret. I don't think you have to worry about a falling prey like that. At least not as far as hosts are concerned. What do you mean? Where's he had it figured out from the start? But I don't think this Clyde is a host at all. Pardon me? Well, if he is not a host, then what in idiot's name is he? A salesman. One way we could tell Clyde is most likely a salesman. A salesman? Going off his speech patterns, it did sound like he wanted to tell something, just not his body or a good time. Exactly, his attitude itself is proof that he's anything but a host. Gentlemen such as myself work hard to give lonely mesdames a brief reprieve from their otherwise painfully mundane life. A top-class hostess calls his lady with courtesy, but he would never humble himself more than necessary. We aren't here to grovel. I don't know if I put it quite like Wazy did, but my conclusion is more or less the same. From what I could tell, Clyde and your wife didn't look like at all they were having an affair. If pushed, I'd say they came off more of a buy and a sell. That's the impression I got anyway. Seeing if they've met several times now, it wouldn't be unreasonable to say they're working out a business deal of some kind. If it's all true, just what sort of purchase is he sweet-talking my wife into? Well, if we keep running with the theory, I think we can figure out what kind of salesman he is. Clyde most likely is in real estate. So he's trying to sell our property. Did you mention that Michelin came up during the conversation at Ringsept? At first I thought it was about a vacation, but the pamphlet suggested otherwise. He was probably promoting subscribe property for say Michelin. Plus, after we tailed him to the harbor, the strict Clyde received something from a man in suit. That's right, the way they spoke to each other gave me the sense that it was his boss. He might have been delivering him a contract of some sort that needed a signature. If you piece all this together, Clyde is a real estate agent who's been in talks with your wife about buying a property. It's going on along smoothly. Miss Margaret was so receptive she even went to Michelin herself to scope out the location. Assuming this is all true, it would explain why she's been meeting with this man so often. Yeah, it's all starting to fall into place. And today they enter the final negotiations. Which means the contract will be signed during the meeting at Noir Blanc. Yeah, I think I get the gist of it now. Wait just a second. That would mean Margaret is trying to buy property in Michelin without even consulting me, wouldn't it? And what kind of money does she know how little a Vice Commissioner makes? Just how does the woman expect to scrounge up that kind of mirror? Maybe she took out a loan? That's a possibility. He may have even convinced her to take out an unreasonably large one. It is worse than I could have imagined. I know what I must do. I'm going to storm into Noir Blanc myself. I am not going to let this shark swindle my wife right underneath my nose. I give this Clyde fellow a piece of my mind and drag Margaret out of there if it's the last thing I do. Thus spoke the hand-picked husband. I feel like we just flipped some horrible switch inside of him. I tell you what, we're already here, so why don't we all go and lend you a hand? It wouldn't be wise to charge into Noir Blanc by your lonesome, don't you think? I can't argue with that, but is that really the reason you want to go? You have a real penchant for chasing drama, you know that, Wazy? I haven't the slightest clue what you mean. Because if we don't hold them back, I hardly doubt anyone else will. Yeah, we don't get much choice. I'm not too stoked about it, but I think I can get us into the place. More Paul Sachs is probably bound to do the door right about now. But then are you all mumbling about over there? I have a night long and you come with me, that's final. Yes, sir? And that's what's up. Think you can let us squeeze on by, Zax? Oh, and we want to keep it a secret from Shelly and Uncle Sigmund, but I'm sure you already knew that part. I was just wondering when you showed up again. Didn't think you'd be as an errand boy, though. You really have lost the touch, huh, Commander Randolph? Just like the young miss said. Stop calling me that already. I guess Rennie must notice, Jaeger. Alright, I'll look the other way this once. Think of it as a little favor from me to you. Just don't stir up any trouble inside, got it? I won't say a peep to the young miss or the vice leader either, sound good? Just dandy. Well, I played my part. Looks like they haven't arrived yet, so I better get inside if you're gonna ambush them. Think I'm gonna sit this one out though. It's fine, we should keep a low profile anyway. Well, I'm going in one way or another, and decide among yourself who else will be joining me. Someone's worked up about this. His bravado has carried him too far to back down now. I'll go, I've been looking forward to this since we took this request. The Vice Commissioner Lloyd and myself should be plenty, yes? Yes, that should work. The rest of us will remain here on standby then. Make sure to contact us with your enigmas if you need backup. Will do. Okay, let's get inside. Yes, in we go. Okay, we requested that your wife and the man be seated at the table over here once they enter the club. I see, that'll do just fine. And if it turns out he really is some crooked real estate agent, I'll see to the rest myself. Believe me when I say I'd love to see it. Ah, don't look now, but I think that's all them over there. Excuse me, I have a reservation for 2 on the Clyde? Ah yes, right this way, sir. My, but this is a fancy club. Oh, is this your first time visiting, Margaret? I would think if I had seen anything Crestpass to offer with your husband so up in the police. Oh please, that's alright. He may be the vice commissioner, but his salary is peanuts. He'd much rather drink the night away with some hostess in a dingy bar than take his own wife out to dinner. My apologies, then. It may only be noon, but allow me to kickstart the proceedings by buying you a drink. I'd be happy to accept. Don't worry, Vice Commissioner. Quiet, I don't need you telling me what to do. So what if this snooty little tap room is beyond my means? A dingy bar suits me better. What's so wrong with that? Nothing besides the overwhelming inferiority complex. Bring him with us was a mistake. Should we get down to business then? Clyde retrieved what appeared to be a contract from his briefcase. As you requested a purchase agreement for the Villa Michelin residential area. Simply say your name on the dotted line and it's all yours. Oh, I've been waiting for this moment. I would be more than happy to sign. You're right, it's a contract for a property at the resort. So what's the plan now? We still haven't learned up whether his deal is on the up and up or not. Stay away from my wife, you charlatan! What? Pierre? Oh no. This can only go well. What in the world are you doing here? Cancel this deal at once, Margaret. This crooked realtor is swindling you. I beg your pardon? Now hold on just a moment. Crooked? I haven't done anything wrong in the least. Oh, you funny joke comedy man, you can't fool me. Pierre. You're whining and dining my wife, buttering her up into taking some kind of ridiculous loan out on this property, aren't you? Pierre? It'd be a cold and Gehenna before I let you sink your grubby claws into us like that. Pierre? Stay silent, woman. As the CPT's vice commissioner, Pierre? I'm sorry, Snookums. That was the quickest surrender I ever seen. Did you hear that whip crack? Here you go, Margaret. Goddess, how do I put up with you? You're supposed to be a vice commissioner. How could you so blindly jump to the wrong conclusion and treat this man like a criminal? Have you no shame? Well, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Hold on, are you saying this is all a misunderstanding? Wait, is it? Well, now I'm hooked. Come on, Margaret, spill the tea. Don't leave a drop. Very well. Firstly, Clyde is a respectable realtor who deals with luxury properties. Your assessment was wrong to begin with. There's nothing crooked about him at all. But I don't understand. We don't have nearly enough funds to splurge for something like this. Actually, I recently took up trading stocks in my spare time and I've been making a tidy profit ever since. These past few days have earned me more than you sadly could in half a decade. Stocks? To be honest, my patience with you has reached its limit. You're a pitiful man who can hardly look his own wife in the eye. Even your position was you only earned through luck and connections. And I don't know if it's just so you can avoid being at home with me, but your late night drinking binges are straining our finances. You were in a much better mood when you thought you were the next commissioner in line after the old one was dismissed. But then the other vice commissioner was chosen over you. Your paragraphs have made you gross and complain incessantly ever since. Isn't that a little harsh, man? Quite honestly, I didn't think I could live with you any longer. That was the reason I consulted Clyde. I hope to use my earnings to purchase a home for myself. The plan was to separate from you before eventually filing for divorce. Originally, that is. I'll come across. Now it's getting good. Were you born without the ability to feel compassion? Wait, did you say originally? Huh? I did. You organized all of this because you were afraid of losing me, didn't you? Up to now, you've been too afraid of me to step foot in the house. I'm impressed that you went through with all of this. So tonight, I want you to come home so that we can sit down and talk this through. Together. Margaret. I'm very sorry, Clyde, but we're going to have to put this purchase on hold. There can't be, Margaret. We were so close. It's not if I cancelled the deal entirely. But it was wrong of me to negotiate alone. I look forward to discussing this again in the future. P and I may not be separating, but the property still interests me. I'm sure I'll purchase it eventually. I would have preferred to close the deal today, but I suppose I can't force you to sign a contract. I'll just excuse myself then. It turns out Clyde wasn't guilty of anything in the end. It makes me feel kind of bad for suspecting him the way we did. Who cares about his feelings? What matters is that we kept the vice commissioner's thinking marriage afloat. I should be going to, Pierre. See you again tonight. We have plenty to discuss, so come straight home after work, understood? Yes, Nookums. And so he downs the leash yet again. Excellent work, SSS. We're glad that everything worked out in the end. It's a relief to know your wife wasn't being taken advantage of. That's all well and good, yes, but now I'm going to be paying out the nose for a villa I never even seen before. Thank the goddess we're not getting divorced at least. I suppose we can use the new place as a weekend retreat. Margaret did seem charmed by it for what it's worth. Yeah, man, sometimes you gotta give in and let the lady have what she wants. Besides, the funds are coming out of her own stock market earnings in the first place. Which is a whole different kind of worms. How did Margaret even manage? As if I need another reminder of how much more capable she is than me. You reap what you sow, as they say. Be that as it may, as long as I'm still a married man at the end of the day, I'm grateful. You have my thanks, as it says. Anytime, Vice Commissioner, you can always count on us. Which just shows us out now. That was the secret quest. Okay. Ich dachte, vielleicht hätte mir nicht alles gegeben. Ja. Okay. Jetzt Hotel können wir taste. Wir machen das Taste of Crossbow. Wenn wir schon dabei sind. Ich wollte eigentlich speichern und nicht. Ich kann mal kurz nochmal probieren.
任せてくれ。よし、完璧だ。
Okay,
任せちょ。
ちょっと自信ないけど、何かしらこれ。
Läuft! Wenn wir schon mal hier sind, dann könnte ich 3 machen.
よよ
ちょっと自信ないけど、何かしらこれ。
Thank you. Das kaufe ich jetzt noch. Dann die Quartz. Ja, habe ich schon. Genau. Jetzt gehen wir das nächste Mal Kia. Vielleicht soll ich auch mal ein fotografieren, was ich alles brauche. Mache ich kurz. Dann gehe ich auch noch mal angeln. Brauche ich der Album? Kriegen wir der Album? Ja. Who knows, ne? Who knows? That's the next question. Who knows? Weil ich glaube... Den Bumsen hat's nicht, ne? Ja, die kriege ich dann wahrscheinlich im letzten Kapitel, war. Nur Kleidung. Hier sind nur Accessoires. Das sind nur Schuhe. Ja, das ist das Dach. Nee. Na gut, vielleicht werde ich auf Kamera ein bisschen angeln für das Zeug, was ich brauche. Ja, machen wir mal so. Vielleicht ein paar Dinge holen. Würde ich sagen. War's das heute mit Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Trace to Azure. Wir sehen uns dann das nächste Mal. Bis dann, Leute. Ciao.